My name is Atiff Khalid. I'm the managing director of EcoSmiles Limited. We are based in Nairobi, Kenya, and we deal with eco-friendly oral care and personal care products.
Hey, it's Khalid, and today on Diversified Game, man, we got a brother who does oral care, and I'm gonna call him Dentist Khalid because this man is making sure that the teeth are right in Kenya, and also he's a doctor in this because they have more than just toothbrushes. They have paste, they have pills, but he started this company and I read this on how we made it in Africa. So I thank them for having another great guest, and you guys go check them out as well, howwemadeitinaafrica.com. But he started it just because recycling in the environment was a big thing. He was already had the bag, but now he has even a more serious bag and it's growing. So welcome to the show, brother. How you doing?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm great. I'm great. I have to ask you because you bootstrapped this thing. He had no big venture capital. He might get into it. He might be open to it now. But him and his wife, they took the $47,000 of their savings, even sold their car to make this happen. I have to ask you, what's been the hardest part thus far?
Obviously, starting the business. Actually, when we started, it was just we had gone for a trip to Thailand with my wife, and we came across this market where they had bamboo items like utensils, toothbrushes, and we got intrigued, and actually we brought a few home for gifts for our family and friends. And that's when people started showing interest, or everyone asking, where did you buy these things, how can I get them? So we thought actually this might work because we're big travelers, me and my wife, and we traveled to Thailand and saw the beaches are so clean, no plastic floating around. And we were told by one of the locals it's because they use alternatives like these bamboo toothbrushes, utensils, and all that. So we thought we'd bring this back home and hopefully make an impact to also our environment.
Yeah, and so starting was the hard part, but logistics of getting things imported, exported, that's difficult to do for many people. They might be able to do one batch, two batches.
Yeah.
You have a full system, and you're even on one of my favorite platforms, Jumia, the Amazon of Africa. Like, how did you figure out how many toothbrushes you needed? Because you also had to have some marketing money, and you had to pay those expensive, fees in Kenya to do a business. So how did you figure that part out?
When we started, we imported a few, but then as we grew and our demand grew, we started making our own here in Kenya. We got some few machineries because making a toothbrush is not that hard. You just need like 3-4 machines that can do the job for you. And we started sourcing from our local farmers who grow bamboo commercially. So after we want to also bring all the manufacturing back to Kenya of some of our products. We are not manufacturing all our products in Kenya. We are importing a few, and also when we started, we had to come up with the product with the correct packaging, something that will stick to our mission and vision. So from our packaging to our products, everything had to be plastic free. Yeah, so that took a lot of time, but after we figured it out, the product used to sell on its own. We only put marketing money on events, on programs where we go clean the beaches with the community, have this kind of social events, and that's how people came up and picked up on our story, and that's how we were featured in some few newspapers and magazines, and that's how we've been getting traction from retailers, big chain retailers who at the moment are stocking our products. So actually, we thank people have started becoming eco-conscious, and more people are moving to the green movement. And that's how we got our marketing. We've not spent so much, but we've also had the correct strategy going into the market because we didn't have a huge budget for marketing.
Well, you're gonna have a good once you hit Forbes, and they hear, with the manufacturer, yeah,
Yeah, hopefully.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, God willing, it's coming. Because you're doing it to need, but also, I mean, this could be courses of how to even start your business, and because it seems like you're doing so many different products,
yeah,
and the community could really benefit when it came down to hiring, your first employee,
yeah,
outside of you and your wife. Who
yeah.
was that person that you hired?
We started the company an year ago, April 2020. That's when, and before we started selling, it was about mid-June last year. So actually, our first employee was an accountant because we needed to get our books in order before we could go big. Uh, I think that is very important because so many businesses make this mistake at the beginning that they don't keep their correct records. They're just focused on selling and marketing, and later on it brings problems to them with the taxman and all that. So that was our first employee who only came twice a month, and we used to pay her something. But right now we have a total of 22 employees that we employ directly or indirectly. So I can say the company has been growing, and hopefully we can also create more employment for more people. And also, when we bring the manufacturing, when we start manufacturing everything in Kenya, we want to expand to the neighboring countries, which is Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, and South Africa, because we've been getting a lot of calls, people wanting to distribute our products in those countries. But we want to first get our manufacturing and production in order so that we can be able to meet those demands in the foreign countries, neighboring countries rather.
Majority of the audience are viewers, but I smile when he said 22 employees and this business is still a baby.
Yeah,
That's a real blessing, and congratulations to
thank you
you.
so much. Yeah,
Yeah. Now, I had told you, before we started, I need to teach the American audience something, because I know folks who, might see the thumbnail and they hear Kenya, they'll say,
yeah,
"Oh, Kenya has to be, what is a Kenyan really?"
yeah,
Taking 30 to Kenya, I was telling you, people were shocked. They said, "Somebody called me a Mzungu. Hey, somebody called me, if I went to South Africa, someone called me a colored." In Kenya, how do you define yourself? And do you find that tribalism or colorism, is it a big thing like it is in South Africa, or what you hear about in America?
in Kenya, I think we are a bit tolerant. Uh, you know, most of our great grandfathers came to Kenya to build the railway. Actually, I'm half Indian, half Arab. So, but I've been, I was born in Kenya, Nairobi. I've studied there. I have family here. My grandmother is here. My great grandfather was here. So actually, it's about you fitting in, not by your color, but your background. Because I went to school with so many black students and also Indian students, but we never saw each other as different from one another. But now, when you can be a Muzungu while being black because of your accent, your English, and all that, someone can tell you're not from here. And by the way, you might be white, but the way you speak the Swahili or your English, anyone can know you're from here. So actually, people define you by your accent rather than your color here.
Okay, I love that. Because you could definitely be Wazungu, all of y'all, if you
Yeah,
come to Kenya and start saying, "Hey, this meal is taking too long,"
yeah,
or the power is out. That just means
yeah,
it's time to tap in to
yeah.
those closest to you.
Very
Um,
true.
being having that background and that culture, have you seen a lot of Kenyans and Indian families marry. There's a movie called Namaste Wahala on Netflix. And I love it because it brings both cultures together and it shows the similarities of crazy parents who just want you to get married and how that works out. Have you seen, more of that in Kenya?
In Kenya, we are very diversified, and the tribe called Swahili actually is a mix from the Kenyans who are in the interior and the Arabs who came to the coast. And so you can call someone Swahili, they might be Arab, they might be Mijikenda, which is also a tribe in Kenya. And there are also Indians who have intermarried with Kenyans. African communities have also been coming from abroad and settling here and coming with their spouses from abroad. So there are so many intermarriage couples here in Kenya and families who have been brought about by intermarriage, and it's not something weird here in Kenya. It's something normal. Other than, I think the message out to the foreign countries is, Muzungus come here and they get married and they run away, but it's not the case. I know of so many families that have even shifted from abroad and came to Kenya to settle here because of how tolerant we are with intermarriage between different cultures. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good to know, because just the similarities of culture, it's just like, we have more alike than the differences, but you have to get outside and see. Now, your wife, is the co-founder with you. Yeah. And I think sometimes, Indian women, especially in the Asian, like if you're coming straight from Asia, Asian women get a bad rap on how passive they are. Somebody will hear your story and say, oh, he's married to an Indian woman, she won't give him any issues. How has it been working with your wife? Because, finding a great wife can just take you home. But how do you guys, work and play together? I have to ask you this. People ask me this, and I'm like, and I'm married to an African, and I'm like, it's really not that difficult, But how do you guys work out the issues in the business and where they don't come into the personal life?
When we decided to form the company together, the biggest part was to, we have a mission of empowering women, that we also advocate with our company. Actually, most of our workers are women in our company, and when it comes to our personal side of the relationship, we don't include any type of business related issues. For example, on Sunday is strictly family day. We don't discuss about the business. We don't pick up calls from clients or any. We will respond. We will come back to you on Monday. So when it comes to personal life, we try and keep it that way. And also on the business side of it, we also try and keep it professional. Sometimes it can be hard. Sometimes, you might have personal issues that might be transferred to your business relationship. But we've come to an understanding that once you guys respect each other and, everyone knows their role in the relationship and in the business, it becomes easy. I'm not saying that everyone, I recommend everyone to, work with their wives, because it's hard. I will tell you it's hard, but as long as you guys have a plan and you stick to that plan and everyone respects the plan, it will be easy in the long run.
I love it. I don't know if there's a whole thing online of high value men and people, you have this thing where men are these are all mostly single men thinking that if you get a wife, you should just be able to tell her what to do one time and she should do it. I said, my children don't even do that. And this is an adult. So to hear somebody who's actually married, actually being successful, this is a very key thing for the audience, because you are, the best is yet to come, but your humility and the respect for your wife definitely shows. Now, when can we get these brushes in America? Will Amazon, will be there an Amazon play? I know there's other products like it, but it's not your product.
Hopefully we get into Amazon. That is in our pipeline, and actually I've been getting emails and messages from Instagram asking me, when are you guys going to be listing your products? There's some customers who bought our products here in Kenya and went back with it to the States, and like they really like our quality, and also the story behind it. On It's not only about selling products, we have a social mission behind it. We try and create awareness about plastic pollution to the community. We arrange, like for example, we have partnered with World Health Dental Organization, who have a clinic in Masai Mara, where they provide free medical care to the locals, and also they educate the kids on how to brush and all that. So they approached us and they told us, we are doing this mission, we have this mission, but we feel guilty that we are donating plastic toothbrushes to the kids, and we are also contributing to the plastic pollution. So we partnered with them, and we actually donate a third of their order, and we give them at a very low rate. So we are not only about selling our products and driving them to market, we want to make an impact to the community, so that also our kids have an environment to look forward to, not like what is happening at the moment.
I love it. I have a question I ask every guest: what their community give back is that they're doing or that they want to do in the future. You definitely answered what you're doing now. Is there anything in the future, as the company grows, that you see yourself, on your vision board that you'd want to do?
Yeah, actually, we want in the next by next year, we want to be donating every one toothbrush for every one sold to the community, to the less fortunate, because some of our products might be on the high side than the normal ones available in the market. So we want to not only the people who can afford our products to have an impact on the environment, but also the less fortunate ones. That's why we want to, when we boost our capacity and we are able to donate every single toothbrush that for every one that we sell, we want to donate another one for either the kids or the adults. So that is what we are looking forward to, and hopefully we make a bigger impact than what we are doing right now.
Oh wow, no, that's great. Now, with the oral care, I have a real issue from what I've heard. A friend was the father had passed due to COVID, and I'm learning about the insurance in Kenya. Do most people, does the insurance cover like the dental? And if they have issues, and is there a way where, your products are being promoted to every dentistry, since it is something made in Kenya and they don't have to go, to China to get?
We've been in Kenya. Dental insurance is very rare. It's only for the middle class and the high class people, and not everyone is so concerned about their dental health, because they're just used to brushing with whatever is in the market. They don't know if this product is safe for your teeth or it has long-term precautions. So dental insurance, not really a thing that is out there for everyone. But what people are looking for is organic dental products that are not so expensive, but they work.
Okay, no, I love that. And I want dental care is important. And we have seen the fact that the more you take care of your teeth, it reflects on your health. So, is there any, maybe a collaboration with the government? I don't know how many other Kenyan-owned toothpaste, products there are, but I mean, this is a campaign that, I'm trying to have the president, our lovely, honorable president, buy a toothbrush for everybody in the country, and it has the Echo smile.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We can say, that people have been using the same brands since they are little. And also the biggest challenge comes to us to try and convince them to switch to our bamboo products and our toothpaste tablets. So like, for example, our toothpaste tablets, if I might show you, this is how it looks. Yeah.
Yes.
It is a toothpaste, but in tablet form. Uh, it is of all organic. It doesn't have those additives and preservatives that you have on the normal toothpaste. For the normal toothpaste to retain the gel form, they have to put preservatives. Yeah. And when we brush our teeth, we swallow from 1 to 5% of the toothpaste that we use. So you can imagine the additives and the preservatives that are in the normal toothpaste also get into your body while you're brushing. So that's why we came up with the toothpaste tablets that don't need all those preservatives to keep them in the gel form. And it comes in glass jars, which are also, we can also recycle after you use. There's a company in US called Byte. Do you know about it?
No, I don't. Please.
They also do toothpaste tablets, and they also have the dental floss, organic dental floss. So we're kind of doing something similar, just that we have more products than them. But it's something, and it is also convenient for travel. You can pass with this through the airport, but not the normal toothpaste. Yeah.
Oh, and that's a big factor. I always tell people, ugly guys rule the world because we're not worried about how we look, so we have time to go fly to the moon. We can get dirty, this and that. But it is nice to have a nice smile, or at least a clean breath. Where stuff isn't coming off. And so, your product is really needed. Now, when you're talking about investors, and I read that, you were considering investors, have you had a plan to say, look, if you give us this much, this is what the return could look like in this time? Or are you guys looking at maybe just dealing with VC and saying, buy us out and, we'll run the company, but you're going to pay us, for our great idea where we can almost retire? I mean, that's always the goal.
At the moment, yes, we are open to investors, but we're not just looking for any investors. We want a strategic partner. Yeah. Someone who will open the doors that we've been trying to open and not yet succeeded. At the moment, we are listed in the biggest pharmacy in East Africa, which is Good Life Pharmacy. We're about to get into Carrefour, which will be one of the biggest retail chains in Kenya and East Africa. So now we want to penetrate the market of East Africa, which include Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, and South Africa. But now we need someone who will help us get there. We are not so experienced in a foreign market, and we wanted someone who will help us not only financially, but also on the business side of it. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm hearing this could be a lion's den, Kenya, investor. Olive, I'm talking to you, Olive. You'll get this in your WhatsApp. I'm talking to you. That is awesome. So to hit all of East Africa. Now you didn't mention Ethiopia in that, and you guys are neighbors. Reason, do they have their own toothbrush company that you don't want to compete with?
Not really, but we've tried to see people, neighboring countries that have similar, economy as us, and also for you to, it will be hard to sell. For example, even South Sudan is our neighbor, but for them to, to buy a toothbrush like 5 times the price of the normal toothbrush, it will be very hard. So we're looking at potential markets first, then we can see if we can go and advertise and market our products in other countries that we think the response would not be so good. For example, the marketing budget that I would spend in Ethiopia and what the returns will not be the same as the budget I spend in Tanzania and the returns that will come about with that. For example, Tanzania will have more returns with the marketing budget that you'll put in place compared to Ethiopia. That's why I have not mentioned Ethiopia.
Okay, so similar economies, and that's also why for the Malawians that listen, Mulibonji, that's why he didn't mention Malawi maybe. So I got it. You've done your research, you know where your next steps are, and I love that. Now, is there any way before you get on Amazon, if somebody in the States, Canada, in the UK say, hey, I want one of those toothbrushes, is there a way for them to order?
At the moment, we are not shipping abroad in foreign countries. We're actually looking for a partner, a distributor actually, who would partner with us and make our products available in the United States and Canada. We have an investor who is willing to create a distribution channel for us in Canada. We're still in talks about that. We've been getting a lot of emails of people wanting to invest in us all the way from Sweden, in Germany, but we are yet. That is, we will cross that path when we reach there. But at the moment, we want to concentrate on East Africa. After that is when we can expand to North America, hopefully, because we have a lot of clients who inquire about our products, and we would want to be in that market as soon as possible, but we want to establish ourselves first here at home before we can move to foreign countries.
Well, you guys have got the game. You might have to take a trip to Nairobi, then go check out the Good Life Pharmacy, or try to get with Echo Smiles and get a tour of the facilities and its 22 and growing employees. I actually have an idea for the West, and I'm going to tell you off air. But you guys, check the links in the description box. If you do nothing else, share this with someone else so it inspires them and changes their life. Be blessed, y'all.
Hi guys, I'm Kai Gabiam from the Diaspora channel, a lover of Africa. If you love Africa as well and you would love to visit one day or to relocate to Africa, there is a course out there for you. And this course is My First Trip to Africa, a course well put together by a seasoned traveler, Kalen Cash Coleman. This course is designed to prepare you to travel better, which will save you both time and money. And the great news is this course costs only $20, guys. It can't get any better. Go right now and enroll to this course at www.diversifiedgame.com. Don't miss out.